Hello and welcome back to the Quirky Quercus. I'm Christy and today we have a special treat. We're finally able to do a video with a friend. So this is our good friend Michal Ruth, who is an artist, and I will let her introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Michal Ruth and I'm an artist.
Yes.
And I am a good friend. We've known each other for quite a few years now.
Over 10?
Yeah. But she was my sister's friend first. I think my sister was a little afraid to let us meet each other because she thought we might become better friends, right? But that still hasn't happened.
No.
But we're still
good friends.
Good friends. And I am an artist. I love mixed media, especially. So painting, but painting with things that you wouldn't expect, like nail polish or shoe polish or markers and watercolors, acrylics, just to see how textures and different things work together. So today I'm going to be helping you kind of find out some things that you might be able to do and experiment with stuff in your own home.
So we're excited. And actually, if you look at our thumbnail, our profile picture is a painting that Michal Ruth did for us. So take a look there. And as we show some things, which that was really non-specific, as we show you the art, we're also going to be talking about just creativity in general and what that means. So come along and enjoy. Okay, so we're going to start with our mystery bag. So we visited a really cool place in Durham yesterday called the Scrap Exchange. Would you like to tell them what the Scrap Exchange is?
I wish there was a scrap exchange in every city in the whole world because it was the coolest place. It was very exciting for a person who loves collecting trash. It was dumpster diving without the dumpster. It's a much cleaner version than I'm used to, but they had all kinds of stuff that people would normally throw away or think wasn't very valuable, but people who are creative artists might be looking for just a barrel full of bottle lids. Yeah, they had a barrel full of bottle lids. They also had all kinds of like leftover paint supplies, jars, carpet samples, just a whole warehouse full of
parts,
scraps.
Yes, scraps.
And so it was a very interesting and exciting experience for me because it was my first time there. And right as we were getting ready to check out, we found this. What is that, Christy?
It's a mystery bag. So they had a whole cylindrical display of mystery craft bags for only $1.
Might be worth $1.
It might be.
Might be worth less.
It might be worth less. We have not opened it. As you can see, we wanted to do this with you. I do need to mention the fantastic stickers that are decorating this bag. Can you see them? Okay, great. All right, so this is our first time.
All right, you want...
Yeah, it's stapled.
All right, I think we just
rip it.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Take a look at this fantastic
I mean, this is a cardboard tape roll.
A little dollhouse roof.
I don't know what this is, but I love it.
This stamp is fantastic. It's a little cuckoo clock.
It's a beautiful stamp.
That's cool.
There's a Triceratops, which is my favorite dinosaur.
Very nice.
I'd pay $1 just for this.
That's right. All right. Looks like we have a lot of rubber stamps.
Yeah,
we could probably utilize that.
Too?
Yeah, this is also for stenciling and stamping.
Oh, season's greetings.
Look, we actually did make a deal because this normally sells for $1. So this alone is worth $1.
Here's a ribbon scrap.
Ostrich. Tiny bottle with a frog on it. That's a necklace, didn't you know?
Oh, Lego movie. Oh, I'm wondering, you could put this frog.
It's not a necklace.
It's not together. Not a necklace.
Oops.
A hair tie. I could always use those.
Did you see that monkey? Did you already show
I
that?
did not show the monkey.
That's cool.
Are these stickers? I think this is stickers.
I also like Hopping Bunny. Let's hop.
And an axe.
Here we go. Ready?
Oh, is it a bunny? That's a good shot.
It was. I'm used to working on camera.
We have is that a 9 or a 6? It could be either.
Also, gamers, there is looks like a 12-sided die.
Oh, nice. You always use a D12. This is part of a sword, possibly the hilt.
Could be anything.
Or
if you have the imagination for it.
It could be.
All right. This is
fantastic.
Gonna need some sorting.
Yeah, I think some people would probably look at this and say it's trash. We also think it is potentially trash, but it could find its way into some really cool projects today.
I also will play with this maze.
Why does what?
I don't know what that is.
It looks like it's supposed to have a head.
A headless thing.
But maybe not. I don't know.
Oh, that's got an open staple. So, FYI, be careful when sorting your random bag of assorted ostriches.
That one's cool.
Anyway.
I really like this one too.
Oh, that's a rolling stamp. Wow. So as you can see, we have a treasure trove. All right. As you can see from our abundance of lovely surprises, we were able to use the stamps for our next planned project. So, Michal Ruth, would you like to explain what we're going to do?
All right. So when Christy asked me to come, she said, can you help people who don't consider themselves artists, are not really interested in like spending a lot of time on making art, but still want to do something creative? Can you come up with something that people would already have supplies for and that wouldn't be too intimidating? And this is actually something I've done with lots of different people in lots of different environments, and everybody really enjoys it because I think it's just surprising. And you don't have to take yourself too seriously. That's the best part. Most of the time when people encounter an art project, they take themselves way too seriously. They think it has to be a masterpiece, and if it's not a masterpiece, they won't even get started. But the most important thing for me is the process. If you enjoy the process of creating, then you'll actually have a lot of fun. That is the value of the art. So today we're just going to enjoy the process. We don't really know what things are going to look like. We're just going to experiment. We're going to use some of the stamps that we already had. So these are the things that you need. You're going to need some markers. Sharpies are my preference. I actually worked at the Sharpie factory.
True.
Yes. And so I love Sharpies. You can use any kind of marker that will bleed with alcohol, right?
We also have an infinity.
So we've got this infinity marker. We don't know how that's going to respond to the paint. Some markers, even in the Sharpie, I think like the neon ones, they don't bleed as well with the alcohol, but that's part of the fun. Some of them will bleed even to a different color. So watching that will be fun. So you get your markers. You're going to want some alcohol, just rubbing alcohol, just like this. Boop. Super simple. Most people already have it in their home. You can put it in a spray bottle. That's the way I usually do it and the way I like doing it. But if you don't have a spray bottle, we can just put a little bit in here, and we're going to see what happens if we use a cotton ball in the alcohol, or even potentially using some brushes. All right, so step one, pick a marker.
Oh, I like purple.
All right, I'm gonna take this teal.
That's pretty.
And then you're gonna go ahead and you're just gonna start scribbling. This is the time you are allowed to scribble. You can make lines, you can make circles, you can write words, you can make dots. It really doesn't matter too much. Just go ahead and have fun with it. So go ahead and put some lines, use different colors. If you want more color in one spot, like I want all my blues over here and then all my yellows over here, you might get a nice fading technique.
That's true. Now what if I want to use a marker? Or what if I want to use a stamp? But I don't have an ink pad.
You don't? What a great question. What if you've just gotten a huge collection of stamps from a surprise bag from the scrap exchange, but you didn't get an ink pad?
I did not.
What you can do is you can actually use a Sharpie marker to create a stamp. Super simple. You're just going to take it like this and color right on the part that would be inked, and you're going to want to work fast because it won't work quite as well, but there you go.
Oh, and it's a 6
or a 9 depending on which way you look at it. All right, so we've got these stamps. Go ahead and put those in wherever you'd like. This is just going to add texture and pattern. So we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of coloring. You don't have to watch us do all of that, but we'll come back in a little bit with a really fun part.
All right, we are finished.
Oh, look at that.
It's art. It says so.
It does. This is A-R-T. That's how you spell art.
That is how you spell art.
And yeah.
And our stamps kind of came through. I've got Friends Forever. That one really came through.
I got a couple
You have a
shoes
shoe.
down there. There's a
That
nice
cuckoo.
outline from that cuckoo clock texture there.
True. And this was one of them as well, which kind of made a nice little... But as you can see, anyone can do this because this is my son. Like, oh.
That's right. It doesn't have to look beautiful at this point. In fact, it doesn't have to look beautiful at all throughout the entire process.
True.
As long as you're having fun. Christy, are you having fun?
I am having so much fun. And I would describe myself as not an artist.
Not an artist person.
No.
All right. So we have at least gotten that much accomplished. We've had fun. Now, it gets even more fun because we get to do the fun part, which is the alcohol.
Yes.
I think what we're going to do is we're going to practice with some stuff. First, we're going to do some spraying. Do you want to spray or do you want me to spray for you?
You can go ahead and spray.
All right. So we're going to see what happens. It does take...
Oh, the
we didn't prime the pump.
Oh, no.
I'm just going to do this for a very long time until it comes out. And still, maybe it's not open.
Definitely know this is live.
Oh,
huh?
there it is.
All right.
All right.
So now what you're going to do is you're just going to spray on there and you're going to watch it bleed. Look at the colors starting to run.
Oh, so fun.
And there goes your flower. It's crying tears of pink.
Oh, tears of pink. It's so happy.
All right. That's looking cool.
It is.
So if you want, you can also do some dabbing. If you see anything, oh, I don't really like that color there, you can use that cotton ball to kind of pull up the color.
It smells so strong.
That's one of the reasons we're outside. And you can let it run. You can also turn it if you want, and it'll start bleeding the other direction, which can be kind of fun to watch it spread.
Mm-hmm. I keep trying to, I want to watch.
You want to watch? Okay, well, Christy, why don't you
Okay.
go ahead? You can also do some soaking of the cotton ball in here.
In case you don't have a spray bottle.
In case you don't, you want to see what you can come up with
Let's
that?
see. Maybe I have this pink here.
Mm-hmm. Don't have to rub it. It'll do the work. You just have to, you just put it on there. The more you saturate it, the more it will run.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can kind of squeeze it
Squeeze
like
it.
that. There we go to get it. Okay. We'll go
Ooh,
with the
that
top
color's
here.
coming down. And the purple's going to be my favorite, I'm pretty sure. Or the black is going to be my favorite because black Sharpies are actually really, really dark purple ink. So when you put the alcohol on, it kind of bleeds out purple, which is really fun to watch.
It goes a little faster this way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that green's looking really cool.
Oh, watch it.
Yeah.
All right, and then I'm going to give a little
Could
spray.
you move it if you wanted to, though? You could move it like you
Yeah,
could
yeah,
actually
I mean,
move
you
it
could
with
go
a
the
cotton
other-
swab and actually like move it around.
Yep. You can play with it here. You can use a brush to like lift color if you wanted to. It's not going to take all the color off, but it will kind of fade it out. So if you were thinking, I want to do something like a sky, you'd be able to do a little bit more. We're doing abstract today. You want to get some alcohol in there?
Let's do that.
Let's go the other direction. Ooh, it's not in the spray mode.
I don't know.
It's
That
all
is
right.
in the...
All right, let's.
There we go.
That'll widen it out a little bit.
Oh, getting it saturated.
The whole thing. I just want to cover it because the best part is when it starts to run.
It smells like a doctor's office in here. right now.
Squeaky clean.
Yes, but wow, look at it go. Mine looks like a wall of graffiti, I think.
Actually, they kind of all do.
I enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
I might do a little more on mine. Maybe especially on the sun here, because the idea is that the rays go over to the rest of it.
Mm.
It's hitting me now over here.
Getting it.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm gonna go that way.
So fun.
So yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't do art, quote unquote. But this is something, because I can scribble, anyone can scribble, and it's something you can do with kids.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I like to take this yellow down here. Anybody can do this, and it is just a lot of fun. It's very expressive, and you get a really cool piece afterwards.
You do. And the good thing is even if it's not cool, what I do a lot of times with my art is I use a lot of layering, and so it takes a lot of process. This is one of the things I do as a base layer, because it's super simple, super fun, gets a lot of really bright color on. The main thing you have to think about, if it is a base layer, when you paint anything over this, there are certain colors, like especially a pink, that is going to bleed through no matter what. So you put that pink on, then you paint on top of it, and the pink will actually come through. And so you'll be able to see that layer from underneath. So we call that underpainting. And that's kind of a fun way to start a painting with something like this, especially if you want to do it with like kids, but you didn't necessarily want to keep that art forever. You could create a really beautiful masterpiece starting with their underpainting.
So cool, because I mean, as a non-artist, I totally don't even think about, I mean, what is the average time that it takes you to do a painting?
Well, I don't actually clock in and clock out,
Right.
but most of my paintings will be several processes, like 10 layers of painting, paper, acrylics, whatever.
10?
Yeah, 10
Wow.
layers, and you have to wait for all of those layers to dry. So it could take anywhere from 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years to finish a piece. So yeah.
That's incredible. But if you don't have the inclination for that, this took 20 minutes.
20 minutes fun.
Good times. So if you're still stuck at home with kids, need something to do, I mean, it's great for all ages. So we're going to set these aside and get ready for the next project to show you.